the greatest.
Hey, you know J. Ray got girls here going way.
What's going on, RTR? We got a special guest in the building, man. We got Mr. TK, Tyson Kruze.
Yo.
I'll let him introduce himself because he's a man of many tricks and many companies.
What's the deal? We finally here. Let's get it. It's your boy Tyson Kruze. And I'm just grateful, man. Thank you for the link up, bro.
And no, always tell him what you do.
I mean, you know, I'm just an entrepreneur, man. I pretty much do it all. I'm just a man with a purpose, an imperfect man with a purpose. I have my brand, Pray, Hustle, Shine. We moving a lot of those units. I DJ also produce. Got a lot going on, man. I'm just happy to be here, man.
Yeah, that's what's up.
That's for the people, man. This is for the people, man.
Hey.
I speak for the people who don't got a voice.
Hey, man, let me tell you how I met this man. So I was y'all know I work for the radio station, and I think we was at Kroger's, and it was just, I think I had just got the job, too. I think it was my first, Ingalls. It was Ingalls. And I had just got the job. It was my first remote. And this man came up to the table checking us out, you know, getting fresh on the free gear and whatnot. And then I just happened to mention my podcast before I could even promote it to sell it to him. And he pulled out his phone, was like, "What is it, man? Let me show love. Let me support."
Right.
And from the get-go, we was in there. And this is this is one of those long overdue episodes, man, because we've been trying to get together. But my man, like I said, man, he a multi-million-dollar company right now, man, one-man band. So
let's get it.
We're going to get it. So today, I'll let Shelter show that. But on a lot of his page, he talks about everything, man, especially the thing I love about your content is like most of it is black focused too. And that's the most important thing, man.
Thank you, bro.
That's one thing I'm trying to get to. But a lot of stuff I seen was relationships, and that's one I touched on. And
right.
Y'all know I touched on it a little bit when I first started the podcast, and I wanted to ease up because I felt like everybody was doing that. So now we got a true gentleman in the building, two young men that's gonna give it to you for real. Ain't gonna give you that BS, that misogyny, that you know, that chauvinistic type ish.
Right.
We're gonna give it to you for the real. So I looked up some stuff on ChatGPT, had it outlined for me, and we're gonna break it down into subsections. But for the first one, it's like do men still believe in love? So I'll let you take that away first.
God is love. You believe in God, you believe in love. You know what I'm saying? And that's real. You can't believe in God and not have love in your heart. So of course, you believe in love. We got family, we got friends. I love my family, I love my friends. Yeah, we believe in love. But I just feel like we just don't want to get our heart broke. Nobody wants to get their heart broke. So it may seem sometimes like people don't believe in love, and that's really just a defense mechanism from getting yourself hurt.
Yeah.
Real talk. You know what I mean? Who wants to get hurt? Who wants to open their heart up to getting their heart broke?
Yeah.
Nobody. Not me.
Yeah.
Real talk.
So a lot of your content, you talk about stuff like that.
Right.
You ain't got to answer the question, but like, do you have any personal experience with that?
With getting my heart broke?
Yeah.
I've been getting my heart broke since 3rd grade.
so no, I feel you though. I feel you on that.
Girl left me because my friend could run faster. Like I was in 3rd grade. Yeah.
But you still pursue it though, right? It never stopped you.
Nah, it never stopped me, man. I'm always love women. You know what I'm saying? I'm always love women. I'm always love. I can't never. I think that you become a real cold person when you stop believing in love. You really become a crazy person. Think about that. That's a real lonely world when you just don't believe in love. You could be like, I'm taking a break from relationships, but that don't mean you don't love.
Yeah.
You could say I'm focusing on the bag, but you still love. Yeah, like what type of person don't love? You don't got no love in your heart? I don't even want to be friends with nobody like that.
Yeah. I feel you. No, I kind of feel you. Cause,
you know what I mean? Like, come on, let's be real.
I mean, before I get into it though, like, let me ask you one more thing. What do you think is the issue in today's society? Like, I think you said it from the subsurface. It was like, for men especially, we put up defense mechanism because we don't want to get hurt. You know what I'm saying?
That's a fact.
You know, since I don't know the time frame, but like, you know, we grew up in a society from an era that passed it down that, like, you know, men weren't supposed to be vulnerable. You know, men couldn't show emotion. Men had to take it on the chin and just keep moving. Versus now we're in a generation where, like, you know, I like how, you know, you brought up Charlamagne the God off camera. You know, men's mental health, and we're really expressing ourselves, and it's more open and it's more accepted by society. So. I mean,
I love it. I love the fact that mental health is big. I love the fact that we're acknowledging our flaws. I love the fact that we're correcting our flaws. That we're recognizing that we're imperfect people, and we all are just on a journey of healing. We're on a journey of becoming better people. We're on a journey of loving ourselves. Because I feel like if you don't love yourself, it's very hard for you to love someone else. You don't. You know what I'm saying? Like. If you don't love yourself, you definitely can't love somebody else. If you harming yourself, you're gonna harm somebody else. If you don't love yourself, you're gonna hate people. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're gonna just project hate. And I don't ever want to be the person who projects hate. And there was a time when I didn't love myself all the way. So I feel like there was a time when I went through relationships and it wasn't working out. Nothing was working out because it wasn't working out with me. I ain't love me. So if I don't love me, how am I gonna love you? If I don't trust me, I damn sure don't trust you. We can curse.
Yeah.
Right, you know what I mean? You know what I mean? What's the rules?
Yeah,
you know
everybody asked that on my podcast.
At
At one point, I think when I first started out, I was like, nah, after profanity. Then I was like, man, I want this to be real. I want this to be authentic. I wanted this to be true. You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
So I was like, hey, do it. Hey, like they say in church, come as you are.
Come as you are. Come as you are.
But speaking of that, because I just talked about that on her podcast, from, you know, it's men's mental health. Men's mental health month. Dang, I'm sorry.
Today?
I've been up to 4 a.m.
It is?
I think this month is. She said either June or May. I'm not gonna lie. I don't even know. But
men's mental health is 12 months a day. This is every day.
Exactly.
Because we gonna make up for all the years where we didn't have it and we was messing up. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
So we 365 this.
No, you real deal. But yeah, we talked about that, and one of the things I shared was, like, I think, you know, as a young man, I'm in that space right now. Like, I'm going through that motion of figuring, like, taking a step back from dating, not necessarily saying I hate love or I'm not with it right now, but taking a step back and learning me before I get back in that.
Right.
So when can you talk about your journey and going through that?
Oh man, there was definitely a time when I didn't love myself. And let me tell you what's the signs of you not loving yourself. When you deal with things that you shouldn't be dealing with, when you date people who you know you have no business dating, when you're in situations when you have no business being there, or you're doing things that you have no business, when you're doing things that you know you're better than this, but you're like, well, it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? I never struggled with substance abuse, but I know a lot of people who did, and I asked them, you know, like, what led up to the substance abuse? It was like, yo, because I didn't care about anything. I was just doing me. I just didn't want to be on this earth, so I was escaping. I got a lot of friends and family who felt like they just wanted to escape. So they would take these drugs that would just take them out of this world, and they wouldn't be present because their present was so crazy that they didn't want to be there for it or experience it. So back to me, I dated women who I knew I shouldn't have dated. I dealt with disrespect when I knew I shouldn't have dealt with it. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're a bum. You're never going to be anything. Your mother don't love you. Your father don't love you. Your grandmother don't love you. This one don't love you. And I'm just really sitting there listening to that like, damn, is it true? That might be true. What she's saying is true. And you just dealing with that stuff, and it's like, damn, I don't love myself. I don't think I'm shit. I ain't nothing. And when you feeling like you ain't nothing, you feel like you ain't you're like, you know what, man? I don't even care if I live or die. Real talk.
Nah, I feel you.
You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
So that's what I've been through. And when you feeling like that, I damn sure I'm in no position to love nobody's daughter. Real talk. Or granddaughter.
You feel me? I definitely been through that, man. I haven't talked about it enough on here because it's just like it's something I'm still. Yeah, it's very vulnerable. You know,
who wants to talk
about that? Yeah, I've always felt like I needed. I don't think I've ever like listened too hard to what women say, but I definitely do let, you know, how many women are attracted or for how long they stay, validate who I am. I definitely have done that before, and that's definitely made a mistake. Yeah,
who hasn't, bro? Don't feel bad, bro. We all fall victim to that. We start to make our worth off of how somebody else feels.
Exactly.
But when in reality, when you start making your worth off of how you feel, this is how I feel. Yeah. This is my price. Yeah. This is what I charge. This is who I am. This is me. Then it's like, I personally feel like people could tell when you got low value about yourself. They could tell when you don't love yourself. And I think that attracts those type of women who are going to disrespect, or men who are going to disrespect you, and that because they feel like he don't care about himself. He don't love himself. Because it's like they'll do little tests on you to see. Let me say this and see how he react. Let me do this and see how he react. Let me do this and see how he react. And if you ain't reacting with an immediately cut off, then they know like, yeah, I got him. We dealing with a low self-esteem type individual. Yeah. And it's up. You feel me?
Yeah.
And I know anybody who's watching this is gonna be like, yo, he right. He got one. That's real. That's real. I mean, so yeah.
Going into the next step of life, I guess ChatGPT wants to know what men think about marriage today.
What we think about marriage? I think marriage is still still an amazing thing if you're doing it with the right person. Marriage has been around since the beginning of time, but I think that you just got to get married for the right reasons. If you're getting married because your homegirl is married, that's not going to work. If you're getting married because your mother told you to get married, that's not going to work. You know what I'm saying? I think that we got to vibe with people who we feel in our heart is real. Like, this is real. I really want to be with this person forever. So I have to take the time to get to know this person. You can't know somebody for a weekend and decide to get married. That's just not going to work. Because if you marry this weekend, by next weekend, you're going to realize, I don't even like this chick. Let's get the divorce.
Yeah.
Know what I mean? So it's like, marriage is good, but what are we doing here? Like,
I think those rules can apply to even just girlfriend, boyfriend status. You feel me?
You're making it official with somebody who you don't even know.
No, exactly. And that's what I be saying, but some people don't understand, or some people aren't mature enough to understand that. Right. Or like you said from the beginning, man, some people don't love themselves and had got in tune with themselves to understand that's like.
So you accepting anybody who says they like you?
Exactly.
Anybody who any type of attention, you all in. You all in, but for any type of attention, you all in. Oh my God, she think I'm cute. Yeah. You want to be with me?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, some people mistaking happiness for
attention for happiness.
Attention, yeah, there we go. And I've been through that a lot. You know what I mean?
Who hasn't, bro?
Yeah, I've been through that.
We gonna be real on this joint? Like, we gonna be real tonight, or we gonna play?
I've been on that for real. And the crazy part, I was doing my promiscuous phase. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm telling them, like, you are not in love with me, baby. You just in love with what I bring. I probably was better than the next.
Right.
And don't let that fool you. Like, that doesn't mean we supposed to be together.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
We just having fun. You just got caught up in the fun, and now you love me.
Yeah, you love me. You don't even know me.
You really don't love me. Because if you really don't love me, you don't know me enough to love me.
Come on now.
When you love somebody, I feel like that's when you accepting the good, bad, and the ugly.
Yes.
And then through all of that, you still like, you know what? I'm still rocking with you. But some people only going through the good. They ain't hit the bad or the ugly yet. So as soon as they experience a little bit of the bad, they ready to go.
Exactly.
It's like, damn, they in the honeymoon phase. And as soon as the honeymoon phase is over, and you go to the back home phase, and you realize you dating a stranger. Yeah. You married a stranger. You married somebody off the honeymoon phase. But you I know you feel me.
Yeah. No. I've been trying to preach it and articulate this since I started this podcast. I just had to grow to get there. But going back to marriage a little bit, because I did want to break down some things in marriage that, like, I've been listening to this podcast called Spears and Steinberg. Right. And it was and I'm starting from the beginning to the top. So I'm starting from episode 0. And they probably somewhere. I'm on like episode 200 right now. Right. They probably in the 600s right now. So I'm probably somewhere in there 2020.
But you on your way?
2021, yeah. But they were talking about the latest episode I listened to. They were talking about what's his name? I can see him when Dr. Dre got divorced. Well, we can say Dr. Dre. We can say Kanye. When you're when a man is in a in a position of power, for money wise, especially. Right. Marriage can be hell. for something. My problem with marriage is, as a young man, like I would have to think twice. I'm not gonna lie. If I were, committed to someone for a long time and we were thinking of putting some type of status, some type of label on it,
Right.
just because I do feel like, I don't feel like a paper, and I feel like it starts to become a partnership. Which you get it, it's supposed to be a partnership, but I feel like it becomes like a business partnership once you involve legal documents and all this other stuff. You feel me?
I hope nobody. I don't care.
Yeah.
I don't see what's the reason for including the government. I really don't really understand the part. If you wanna have a party,
Yeah.
for our
You feel me?
love,
Yeah.
with it, let's have a party.
Mm-hmm.
But why should we involve the government? Why should we involve the government in our business?
Yep.
And then then it's gonna make me say to myself, and if you're not cool with that, then what's up with you?
Yo,
We got motives or something. Like, what's really going on? But because that's what I'm saying. Like, if you know me and you rocking with me enough, then you know that I'm not gonna just leave you high and dry with nothing.
Exactly.
That's if you know me.
Yeah.
So why are you why? And if you say I don't know, why are you marrying somebody you don't know?
No.
You're supposed to know. I'm dealing with this dude. God forbid if something was to ever happen, he won't just leave me hanging.
Exactly.
He gonna bless me with something. He gonna make sure I'm good. He gonna make sure I'm straight. He ain't gonna just have a whole bunch of bread and just leave me in the projects. He ain't gonna do me like that. He gonna take care. He gonna handle his business. And I feel like if it's like that, then it's cool. But I'm really not a fan of including the government, bro.
So are you still into the whole ceremony and whatnot, just not signing the paper and doing none of the?
You definitely had that party.
Yeah, I see. I feel you.
We had that party. We had that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
What you gonna call it? I guess it's a ceremony. I put the ring on your finger. We doing all that, but we don't have to sign no papers. And if we do have businesses together, then we could sign them papers because we have businesses together. We could do the businesses together, but our love doesn't have to be a business.
Exactly.
Let's take the business out of love. How about that?
And I even say that, and a lot of men are going to disagree with me. I said, what's the point of a prenup? I had this argument with my boys back on the which episode? It was like unapologetic. Oh, something UUI, something like that.
Right.
But y'all go check that out. And I was the only one against prenups. I'm like, why? I mean, I get what they saying because, like I said, Dr. Dre had to give up, I think, half of what I think it was some part of his business or some part of his legacy to her.
Yeah.
And it's like she never, she was there, but did she create half of what he created? You know what I'm saying? And I get it. It depends on how she was there, but at the same time, it's like if the roles were reversed. Let's be honest, bro. How many women, if they making more than a man and they get divorced or they get a prenup, how much are they, or prenup or not, how much are they really giving? You know what I'm saying? And women are emotional creatures. So in that moment, she probably don't want you to have nothing. But it's crazy how you know what I'm saying?
But men is more so we thinkers. We think without we actually making we logical thinkers.
You feel me?
So we not gonna just leave you hanging.
You feel me?
We ain't gonna leave you on the side of the road. Yeah. Unless you a real clown dude, you're not throwing the lady stuff out the door and burning her stuff up. That's some clown stuff.
Yeah.
But there are some women that get mad and they'll do that to you. You better believe it.
Exactly.
I mean, more than I ain't even gonna sit there and do no percentage on it because y'all cut me up in the comments. But you know what I'm saying, bro?
Yeah.
Let's be real. You know what I'm saying? Let's keep it real. Yeah, so I'm with you on that.
I'm with you because I'm not. I didn't know because
with you when you
a lot of men will argue but that's you.
Right.
Yeah, you feel me? A lot of men will be like, well, this is mine, this is yours. I'm like, man, whatever I came with, I get. Whatever she came with, she get. And depending on the circumstances. And if you was that real with me, I'm gonna make sure I bless you with a little bit. Exactly.
But I don't want no government to tell me how much I'm gonna give you. This is from the heart.
Oh man,
don't tell me what I'm giving you.
Don't even get me started because child support is a whole scam too, man.
Bro.
Don't even get me started on
that. And I think half of them battles is coming from people having kids or marrying people who they really didn't get to know.
That's what it all comes down to with every conversation we done had about this. That's what it comes down to. And I've been saying that for the longest, man. Dang, it made me forget what I was just about to say because we got into it deep right
But that's real though.
Yeah.
I love it. These are conversations that man, I be telling people, man, you better get to know this person.
Yeah.
You don't know who you getting to know. Don't cry later.
Exactly.
Get off Instagram complaining, baby, because you already because you was all in.
Yeah.
You was all in. Now all of a sudden you like, he's a you didn't realize that? You didn't get to know this man? Oh, okay. All right.
Yeah, today's dating game is getting crazy, dog.
Man.
Let me ask you, what do you feel about how you feel about 50-50 versus 100-0 versus 120-120?
I just think that everybody's 50-50 is different. I just think that everybody's 100-100, 50-50 is different. A woman could bring things to the table. I think it depends on, I'm gonna just say this. That conversation comes with what type of relationship y'all have. Some things may be required in this relationship that's not required in this relationship. You get what I'm trying to say? This man may be rich and he may not need you to work. His 50-50 may be, listen, I'm putting in the bread. Please make sure the house is together. Please make sure I got something to eat when I'm hungry, because I can't grind if I'm hungry.
Agree, yeah.
So you know what I'm saying? So that's my personal thing. I think the 50-50 debate, people are basing it too much on finances. Because it's bigger than finances. 50-50 could mean, hey man, I need somebody to talk to me. I don't need no finances from you. I just need you to be able to communicate with me and talk to me. I have a long day. I got a lot going on. 50-50 could mean I'm studying and I'm in school. I need you to help me study. I need you to, it's like different requirements. Yeah. Everything ain't got to be money. Yeah. I think people putting too much emphasis on money.
And that's why I don't like the word
and relationships is not just about money. Yeah. People want time. People want love. People want affection. People want respect. Just because a person may be paying all the bills, that don't mean that he not going home and disrespecting you every night. You get what I'm trying to say? Yeah. So we putting too much light on money.
That's why I don't like the word partnership, man. That's why I like soulmate. I like the word soulmate.
I love that
like
too.
You
I love that too. That's real. I love that too.
Because another thing, like I agree with you wholeheartedly, but the other thing too is like I had a friend, she comes over here every once in a while. I think Victoria, we talked about it. And she said she wouldn't mind being a stay-at-home wife, even though she has ambitions to, like, I think she's going to law school now and stuff like that. But she wouldn't mind being a stay-at-home wife, but she also doesn't mind, being a partner that's also bringing some money to the household.
It really just depends on what type of relationship you got.
It does, but I think that second part, if you're only marrying the person for money, eventually that fire is going to burn out, and
that's a dub anyway.
It was an unauthentic fire anyway.
It wasn't real. You dating somebody for their pockets.
Money?
You don't even love this person.
How long is that going to last? You're going to get bored. Something's going to happen to where you need your soul fed. Like I always say, I need my soul fed. Like I can't just be with somebody for their looks, for how much money they got, man. I got to be with them for who they are, man. For
how
what
you make me feel?
For, their morals. How do you make me feel?
Because if you're just dating somebody off of just looks and money, because eventually, one thing about money is unlimited. So you're always going to be somebody else that with more money. So if you only dating me because of the money, then that means it's a potential. You could potentially go to the supermarket and find somebody who's sitting in the front with a Bentley, and they could take your attention, and they could be like, I got more money, so holla at me. And then if you only about the money, then you're just gonna go from this one to this one, this one to this one. It was not love. It was no love that held you with me. It was money. So you're gonna go to the next person. It's like a job, right? Yeah. Chase is paying me this, but Wells Fargo gonna pay me this. Girl, go get that extra job, and that's what's gonna happen if it's only about money. Yeah. I'm going from Chase to Wells Fargo. You know what I'm saying? Wells Fargo to this bank. You just going from job to job. And that's how people are treating relationships. And that's how people are treating men. Marriage. Job to job. Job to job. Man to man. That's what you're doing. You're going from man to man. As soon as you get mad, you go to the next man. Hey, tell me I'm lying, bro.
Yeah. No, you're not, man. Like, I was about to say, I'll take it a step further. That's how I see the marriages, man. You see everybody getting left. Like, don't get me wrong, though. I will say I love today's era versus back then. It was like, and we talk about this all the time, it was almost like frowned upon if you got divorced. But it's like, man, if I don't want to be with this person for the rest of my life, why would I force myself based off what everybody else thinks?
Right.
But at the same time, I feel like it goes back to what you keep saying. Like, people don't know each other, so they get in these quick marriages, and then they get divorced. Then they get in another quick marriage, and they get divorced. And then they're wondering why they keep failing in these marriages and in these relationships, because it's not built off authenticity. It's not built off trying to get to know a person, not built off trying to grow. I think you just getting married for the aesthetic of it. I think you just getting married because you're lonely. I think you're getting married for a plethora of reasons. You know what I mean?
You getting married because the church said you can't have sex until you get married. So you so horny, you just ready to go ahead and get married.
Come on,
You've been
now.
dating this person for 2 weeks, and you just ready to go ahead and you just want to go ahead and hurry up and have sex.
Yeah.
So you like, you know what? Marriage, please. Marriage now because I'm horny. Marriage by Thursday.
Yeah. I'm not gonna lie. Let's talk about that for real.
Marriage by Thursday.
You know, because let's talk about that for real. Abstinence is real,
by
dog.
Thursday. Listen, I'm ready to get it popping on Saturday. We got to go down there to the place and go get married, and because we getting it popping on Saturday.
Yeah,
that's how people are.
I feel you.
Because I don't want the church looking at me crazy. So they hurry up, and then they married by Saturday, divorced by Monday.
So social media and society's perception has got y'all twisted on how you should be looking when you're pursuing someone, man. Because that's true too.
That's another one.
Yeah, that's true too.
It's another one. It's real. It's like social media got y'all messed up.
Yeah.
You looking at somebody else vibe and their situation, but you're not realizing these people log out and go back to their real world. And you bringing their world to your world. They logged out. They done logged out, and you judging your life off them.
Yeah.
Judge your life off you. I was always told you can't eat if you watching the next person play. You watching somebody else on social media, bro. Trying to judge your life off theirs. What's going on, son? What we doing? Tell me, you feel me? Yeah. Like, oh, she going on trips. I'm done with this relationship. Why, baby? I love you, baby. What's up? Because you don't take me on trips. You're boring. I need time for myself. I'm going to worry about myself. I'm focused on me. Going on girl trips. Guess what? I'm going to tell y'all something right now. All y'all ladies out there, all y'all men out there, ain't nothing in the world out here. It's lonely. Depressing. People is lonely. People are depressed. You leaving a person who loves you because you are hypnotized by the algorithm that you are following on Instagram. The Instagram got you feeling like you can get better. But if this man love you for real, y'all could build together. Stop trying to be individual. Stop doing the individual game and saying, I'm gonna leave him and go get more. Bro, if you love this person for real and this person love you for real, y'all could come together and win together. But you want to leave him and run to the streets because you think Ronnie, Bobby, Ricky, and Mike like you. They just want to fuck. Okay, that's another convo. But okay.
Yeah. I was gonna let you cook. That was the part That was the part I forgot.
I'm gonna slow down, bro.
Man, people don't want to build when they going back to that 50-50, 100 thing, man. My thing is, I do believe in 50-50, but it also does depend on the situation. But I think no matter what my situation is, I believe in 50-50 because if we really together in this together, we trying to build together.
And every month ain't gonna be. You may be if I'm dealing with a real hustler and a real rider, you may be doing better than me in January. So
let's talk about that.
You may be, you know what I mean. You might be, you know what I'm saying. You might throw a dog a bone on January, and by February I might throw a dog a bone on February.
Exactly.
But that's only if we locked in. If we locked in, and I know you really got my back, and you trying to finish school, I'm gonna take care of everything because I know that you got my back. And there may be a time when. Come on, man. How many times, you know what I'm saying? You know how it is, bro. You got your homeboys with you, hey, bro. You know what I'm saying? I'm a little $20 short, my nigga. But I do want to go to the club with you, though. I'm talking about, you know what I'm saying? Like, I want to go on this trip, but I ain't got it. Hey, bro, you my nigga. I just want you there. Don't fuck with me. I got you. Don't worry about the money, bro. I know when it's time, bro. I know you know what I mean? And then a month later, you I'm going to the Hawks game, bro. I got a ticket for you, bro, because I ain't forget that favor. That's the real, that's love. That's teamwork. Yeah. People forgetting teamwork. Everybody on dolo missions. It's a dolo mission, solo mission. Everybody on these solo missions, and you can't do nothing on solo missions. Let's talk about it. You can't compete with the Koreans, Caucasian people, all these other ethnicities, because they are doing this stuff by the team. Yeah. You really don't see you really don't see other races doing this solo stuff because they have in their mind, I'm not talking about every single person, I'm talking about as a group, they know they need that team to win. They are big on family. black people seem to not be big on family. We want to do solo stuff. A black person to live in a 7-bedroom house by himself just to say he doing it. I'm the man. I got it. They don't believe in teamwork. We don't believe in teamwork. But that's you know what I mean. You know what I mean.
On that note, we gonna take that into part 2. We gonna talk about that in part 2.
Man,
we gonna talk about that in part
2. Listen, bro.
Yeah.
Cooking.
We gonna talk about that in part 2 because that's another one. But I'm gonna let you shout out your socials real quick when you take this out.
Tyson Kruze, TysonKruze at Tyson Kruze
on Instagram.
Let's get it. On Instagram, on everything, at Tyson Kruze. Let's get it.
Type. All right, man. You already know what it is. Real.t.radio on Instagram. Real Talk Radio with 2 O's on TikTok.
Shout out to Real Talk Radio.
Yeah, shout out for sure. Appreciate it.
I mean, let's go. We cooking tonight.
Hey, man.
We cooking
going
tonight.
in. We going in. Like I said,
love the conversation.
This is long overdue, man.
I love it.
Real Talk Radio 626@gmail.com. Hit me up. I think that's it. But also shout out your homegirl, homeboy. Water.
Teamwork. Homeboy. Plug hydration. I've been sipping on this. Mm-hmm. Good water. Alkaline water. Good water, too. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Like, let's get it. Black on.
Black on.
Y'all see me drinking it the whole time. You feel me? So you know it's good. Good stuff. You know what I mean?
And I'll plug
I'm the type of cat, I like to put it in the refrigerator, let it chill a little bit, and we right. Plug hydration for the win. Let's get it.
You can go to
please chop that up for me too, so I can send it to.
I got you for sure. You can go to wheretheplugllc.com on Instagram. They're plug_hydration. You can hit them up in the Gmail if you want more information. Plughydration@gmail.com. Hey man, on that note, I'm gonna let my boy take us out with a little inspiration, motivation.
Hey yo, listen, I'm just gonna say this, man. On the inspiration, motivational tip, 2 is always better than 1. Love your brothers like you love God. Love God. God comes number 1. Make sure you get out there and work hard every day. Shine with your community. Love your community. Without your community, you are nothing. Never forget where you come from. Because if you don't know where you're going if you don't know where you come from. Use those losses as steps on your journey. Every loss you took, every scar you ever had, when you look at that scar, remember where it came from so you don't make the same mistakes twice. Let's get it.
We out.